guys, this is Devin with Backyard Projects again. So since it's kind of rainy and cloudy and just blah, I am going to build birdhouses. Yay! Anyway, so let me show you how I'm going to do that. Alright, let's get started. So the first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to cut 8 inches across. This is for the back of the birdhouse. I'm going to build 3 birdhouses all at once. So I'm going to measure 8 inches for the back of the birdhouse. Alright, what I need to do is I need to cut 11 inches down. Okay, and since I want to do about 3 birdhouses all at once, I'm going to go ahead and cut this one 11 inches also, and this one at 11 inches also. This is cedar. This was left over from cutting my fence, so I'm just using what I have. Alright, let's go cut these. Alright, let's cut this. I'm going to cut right on to the right of the line. I guess it would help if I made the arm to where I could move it back and forth. One. Three. The next part that I need to do is I need to cut 8 inches for the sides, the front, and the other side. And I'm just going to do multiple at a time. So let's do that. So a time saver that I have found is that since I am cutting 3 birdhouses at once, and I've already got my spacing for 3 of the sides, I'm just going to add the other 2 boards together. And so whenever I go to cut, I will have all of my marks that I need to have. So the next part that we need to do is, well, first off, I need to move some of this wood that I've already cut out of the way. Here's all of my fronts and the sides. Now I am needing to cut for the roof, and it needs to be 8 1/4 inch. So I will measure 1/8 and 1/4. Go across. Use my T-square. There we go. Alright, let me go cut these. Alright, so here I have the back of my greenhouses. I have, not greenhouses, my birdhouses. I have the front and the sides, and I have the roof cut. So now, on these, I'm going to grab 3 of these. These are going to be the fronts, so I need to drill a hole. Now, they say to use 1.5 inch bit, but all I have right now, unfortunately, is a 2-inch bit. My philosophy on this is that don't overthink it. Birds are birds. They're going to nest wherever they're going to nest, and if they're going to be picky about a 1/2 inch hole, then you know, maybe it's not the right house for them. But anyway, I don't like to overthink it. It's a house, simple, easy to do. So let me go ahead and drill the 2-inch holes. The part that I need to do now is mark 1 inch below the top part. So let's do that. I want it to be pretty even. It's about, 7 1/4, so we'll do like 3 1/4 in there. And that is where I'm going to start it. So this is actually another inch. So I lied. I'm gonna go 2 inches down, right in the middle. Because once I put my bit on in the Once I put it on in the hole, it will then end up exactly where I need it to be. So let's start drilling. I also put another piece of wood underneath just to scrap piece so I don't drill into my table. Well, that battery is dead. I'm gonna change it out with my other. There we go. Alright, so now I gotta get that piece of wood out of there. But, you get the idea. So let me do the other three. Alright, so on the two sides of the wall, I am needing to put 2 air vents. This is gonna go at the bottom of the birdhouse. So they will have ventilation. There, so let me put 2 holes there. And I will finish up the rest. So on this part, I need to put the sides together, and I'm just going to use 1¼ inch screws. I'm hoping I don't have to pre-drill my holes, but if I do, I do. I've got enough cedar that if I screw it up, I could just redo it. Not a big deal. Okay, so I'm going to use the extra wood that I have to build it up. So I can just basically put it down like this. Keep adding until it's level. Then I will put my back piece. I want the rough cedar to be on the outside of it. So then you can kind of see that I can just now screw the screws in and keep it flush and level. And it split the wood. So I'm going to pre-drill my holes. Just through the first part. Then put my screw in. I don't want to do it too much to where it won't hold. There we go. No cracks. Let me do that to the rest. So here is the sides all together. And I need to put it on the bottom. So I'm just going to take some of my scrap wood that I had laying around from cutting the other pieces. And I'm going to measure. So this is roughly 5 3/4. And then 7/4. So let me measure that out and then I will cut it. Alright, so now that I have my piece that's going to go inside, I'm going to create more ventilation. So I'm going to actually just cut off all the corners. So when it sets in there, I have ventilation. Ventilation is very important. So let's do that. So now let me show you what I mean. So now that I have my piece, I'm just going to pop it in there slowly, and then I will screw it in. Alright, now that we have the box together, I have the bottom, inside. Now I need to put on the roof. So on these plans it shows that it's going to be flat, but I don't want it to be flat. I want to go up a little bit just so the water will run off. Now that I have the top part on, then all I have to do is screw in, put 2 screws here and button it all up. Alright, so the birdhouse is finished. So the part that I was going to show you now is that I put a screw here and a screw here, and so I can open the side. So at the end of the season, whenever you need to clean it, you can. I pre-drilled a hole here, so you just put the door down, and then I just put a little screw in there, something that looks different than my screws. So I know, I just pull it out and I can open it. The cedar will shrink over time, so that's why I go ahead and put a screw there. We are all finished with our birdhouse project. this is what it looked like. So the only thing that I changed versus the plans that I printed off just on the internet, just simple, quick, easy birdhouse, is that they wanted the roof to be 8.5 or 8.25 inches, and I ended up making it 10 inches because I wanted a little bit of an overhang, and the other one just didn't look right. So anyway, it's all finished, and it says that this type of birdhouse is for chickadees, warns, W-R-E-N, I'm probably butchering that name, and nuthatches. But anyway, thank you guys again for joining me on this video, and I hope to see you on the next one. Oh, and please like and subscribe. Thanks. Bye.